2026 is here, and if you are still keeping your money in your account, you are losing a lot of money. This is because inflation keeps rising, the prices of things keep increasing, and savings alone is not enough to keep you to make you wealthy. The truth is that if you want financial freedom, you have to learn how to invest. Now, the big question is, where do I invest, or where do I start? Do I start with stocks? Do I buy ETFs? Do I buy real estate or crypto? This is a big question that can feel overwhelming. And so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly where to start. And if I were to start investing in 2026, this is what I will do. And I'm going to complete it, or do a step-by-step session with you that you are going to feel so relieved, even if you are just a beginner. So stay with me in this video. Let's walk through it. First step towards investing is actually to fix your foundation first. What do I mean by fixing your foundation first? This means that before you invest even €1 or one CFA or $1 in any account, you need a strong financial foundation. This means there are three things that it's involved. So they are involved in this. So the first thing is a financial your emergency fund. So emergency fund simply means that you have saved about 3 months of your living expenditures, that if things go wrong, like for example you lose your job, unexpected bills and medical expenses, you can cover this without any problems. The next thing you have to do is that you must ensure that you eliminate bad debt. What are bad debt? Bad debt are simply, or they are known as debts that the interest rate are so high. So this means that, for example, your credit card loans and all those kind of loans, consumer loans and all those kind of loans, these are loans that are categorized as loans that they destroy wealth really fastly. So example, let's say that you have a debt that your interest is about 20%, and then you instead of you paying your debt, you instead invest your money in, let's say, in a fund where you have interest of about 8%. You can see that the math doesn't balance. So if you have a high interest debt, you have to first of all pay those debts before you think of investing in anything. Then the third thing that you have to ensure is that you should have a stable monthly budget. This means that you know how much you are getting in every month, and also you know where your money goes. So it helps you to decide and control your financial your money. So these are the three things that you must ensure that they are in place. So the first thing we talked about is emergency fund. The second thing is eliminating bad debt, and the third thing is to ensure that you have a stable monthly budget, because this helps you to build a good financial foundation when it comes to investing. If you were starting or if I were starting in 2026, sorry, with zero money or zero investment, I will start exactly here: the index fund or ETFs, index funds and ETFs, either of them. Why? Because these are simple. They are really simple funds. They have low interest rates, or they have low cost rates, sorry, and they are very diversified. It means that your investment is not just in one place. They are invested in so many places. And then it is of course beginner friendly, and it has proven over time that it huge fruit. Instead of me trying to pick out one winning stock or invest in thousands of companies or investing in a company that I'm not quite sure of, I prefer to invest in my ETFs, where investing in one means I'm investing automatically in thousands of companies that it's very hard that it goes wrong. And the advantages of this is that it has low risks, less stress, and it performs better in the long term. For example, the broad market ETF, let's say the S&P, tracking the S&P 500, the global stock market, and dividend focused funds are so easy for beginners to start with. So it makes it really easy for people to start investing in these things. And of course, when you are investing, the most important thing is you need to stay consistent. Consistency beats perfection. Okay. Every month that the salary comes, money moves automatically into their investment. This avoids emotions, no stress, and you don't have to think about, I will not invest next month, or I'm not in the mood of investing. It makes automatic investment builds what discipline without you needing to do much things, or rather you needing to be motivated to invest. So the next thing I would like to do is to make my investment or my portfolio or my investments to be automatic, and then this is going to help me to, that's already what is called building a system that is going to work. And the next thing, or the next session, is like what I would like to avoid in 2026. You should avoid in 2026. Let me save you years of mistakes, and here is what I would avoid if I were to start investing in 2026. The first thing I would have avoided is like chasing these meme stocks. So what am I talking about? If everyone suddenly starts talking about a certain stock, probably you are too late. So, and the hype is always expensive, so I'll avoid that one. The second thing I would avoid is get rich quick schemes, all these crypto promises and all those things. Not every coin is an investment, and many are just speculations, and never invest in something that is just speculations, and don't of course invest in anything that you don't understand. And the third thing that I will do is avoid copying financial influencers blindly. Even me, when as I'm talking to you, before doing your investing, go online and do sort of your research on what you want to invest in, taking into consideration your goals, your risk tolerance, and your life situation. So think of all these things before you can start actually investing in anything. Now that we have laid down the foundation, the next question, or the biggest question you will be asking, is how much do I need to invest every month? And you are not alone. This is actually a very common question whereby people ask these things every time. How much do you think, Carlson, I can start investing? The honest truth is that you can start investing even with not zero, of course. You can start investing even with €1, $1, £1, any currency that you have. The big thing is not actually the amount that you start with. It's about building the attitude, building the momentum of investing. Once you start investing and it becomes an attitude, you can of course increase the amount over time. So it's not like you wanting to buy a house where you have to save so much money to start investing. No, you can start investing with as little as €1 or $1 or 1 CFA. And what this does is that it helps you to understand what is investing, rather than you starting to invest with a huge sum. Statistics actually shows that you starting investing with a small sum, you are going to beat your output will be more profitable in the long run than somebody who started investing suddenly with a huge amount of money. So start with as little as you can afford. The most important thing is delay is everything, because the power of compound interest starts acting once you do consistent investing, and over time you are going to enjoy the power of compounding. So there is a statement that small amount invested consistently beat large amount invest rarely. So this is where you should start, and if I were you, that is where I would start in 2026. Personally, I'm going to tell you about my investment strategy that I would have used in 2026 and that I'm using in 2026. So personally, my strategy is very simple. I build asset first. So this means that regular saving, I do regular monthly investing. I invest in long-term ETFs, emergency fund for protection. I also avoid unnecessary risks and unnecessary debt. I increase my income where it's possible. So I'm a registered nurse, so I do shift here and there when it's possible and it fits my schedule. My main focus is always on wealth creation, not wealth appearance. So it's not about looking good, looking rich, and being rich online, and doing some kind of crazy things to impress people. It's about my own life. I'm not thinking about impressing people. I'm thinking about being rich when it comes to building wealth. So these are the things that you should do in terms of, if you're thinking to build wealth, you have to focus more on regular investing in long-term investments, and ensuring that you have emergency fund for protection, and of course you avoid unnecessary debts. I'm talking about the useless using credit cards that you actually don't having a credit card that you actually don't need, and all those kind of things. Since we know that our salaries are not really the best, so seeing how difficult it is to earn money, I take my investment really seriously, because I know that time matters. I don't want to work until my retirement age. I want to work and retire early so I can have enough time to enjoy my money, have freedom and peace of mind. And I think that investment is one of the best way or powerful tools that can make this dream of mine to become possible. Guys, if you want to invest, if you are starting investing in 2026, or rather, if I were to start investing in 2026, the simple truth is that I will keep it simple. I will start with a strong foundation, chase smart long-term investments, automate the process, stay consistent. Consistent is the key, and because the goal is not to make fast money, my goal is like lasting wealth, which means that I would want to invest consistently over a long period of time. And guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you found this video really interesting and you've learned so many things, please do well to subscribe to this channel, where we will providing practical tips in subsequent videos on how to invest and manage your funds and all those financial things. Guys, thank you so much for watching to the end. Let's leave a comment below. Tell me what is stopping you from investing. I want to know what is actually stopping you from investing, and just leave a comment below, and let's continue and see you in the next video. Ciao.